Hello, Libras, and welcome to this, your September 1st through September 15th reading and predictions. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for continuing to support my channel. And for those of you who are new here, a very warm welcome. Please excuse a couple of glitches at the beginning of this. The software that I am using, I'm still working out a few of the little kinks in it. All right, so how's everyone feeling? As I sit here, we are under the influence of, let me see, I believe it's Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and we also have a full super blue moon. I don't know about you guys, but I would love to have your comments down below as to how you are feeling with all of these changes and shifts that are coming up. All right, Libra, let's get started on your reading. For those of you who are new here, I do pull cards for 6 different areas of your lives, and I leave them sitting face down until I'm actually ready to read them. So we're going to get started with where you are at now and what's going on with you. Also, the way that I am currently set up, I know it's not necessarily optimal, but I also felt that it was necessary to get these readings out to you, especially as we're going through significant changes and shifts at this time. But I do not edit my videos. And so if the cards happen to decide to go flying underneath the table, you have the honor of watching me struggle to try and pick them up. And that's actually really amusing. So watch on. Libra. Where are the Libras at now? What energies are influencing the Libras at this time? End of August as I'm recording this video, moving into September 2023. Okay, so we just have one card that has, oh no, one more card actually came flying out just as I was about to put the deck back down. So we have 2 cards for you, Libra. Okay, where are we going for what you are focusing on? What you are focusing on. All right, what are the Libras focusing on? Got one card out. Is there anything else that you are focusing on? Oh, it's getting a little difficult to hold on to. Got a couple other cards here that look like they might just slip out at the last minute. Yep, anything else? Let's just give this a shake. Anything else? No. Okay. So we had one card come out at the very start all by itself, and then at the very end when I gave it a little shake, we had a significant pile come out. So what I'm going to do is give this pile a quick mix, and I suspect that there's at least 1 or 2 more cards in here for you, Libra. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right, next we're going to move on to difficult influences, also known as the cards that are challenging you at this time. Definitely over here. Two cards out for your challenges for early September. Anything else? No. Okay, the next category where I'm going to pull cards for you, Libras, is messages you need to hear at this time. Wow. Okay, we've got 4 cards that decided to just scramble all over. Is there anything else? Yep, there's some more. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing that we did with the cards of what you were focusing on, because so many cards have come out. Again, we have practically, well, about a quarter of the deck here, so Messages Libra needs to hear at this time. Got one more card out, two more cards. Is there anything else? Anything else? And one more. Okay. Okay, Libras, let's move into your unexpected. This is one of my favorite categories because you never know what's going to show up for the time frame in which this video is intended, which would be early to mid-September. Unexpected insights and influences for Libra. Unexpected insights and influences. What have we got going on? Okay, it looks like we're just going to have the one card. Oh, no, that, sure as I say it, then two more cards just flipped out. So, that's always the way it goes. Never second guess your tarot cards. I'm telling you. All right, and finally, we are going to pull the cards of your general overall outcome. Where are we going for that? Please back over here to the Osho Zen. Final general overall outcome for Libra, mid-September 2023. Okay, what's going on? Oh, there's one, and it didn't go on the floor, thank goodness. Okay. Anything else? No. All right, so we just have the one card. Let me just tap back in. Yeah, one more. I knew that these cards wanted to have a little chat with us, but again, we have this issue with almost the whole deck coming out. Excuse me. So let's narrow it down, Libra. Final general overall outcome for Libra, mid-September 2023. I know that there's at least one more card in here for you, Libra. Yeah, the way that they're separating, there's at least one more. It just hasn't flipped out yet. Let's go one more time. Yep, they're holding them the right upright. There we go. That one, oh, there's two there. Okay. All right, let's get started. Where are you at now? Oh, you're in a good place, and you're also on a progression at this time. The very first card that comes out is the Three of Cups, also known as the Three of Water, the celebration card. And the next card that's coming out for you is the Four of Fire, also known as the Four of Wands, and this is the card of participation. And what this is telling me is that there is cause for celebration for you, Libra. Things have been going your direction. They're going your way. The things that you are working towards manifesting are beginning to come to fruition. Also, when the Three of Cups comes up, the Three of Cups, whether it's in this particular deck or the fairy deck or the traditional tarot deck, it always is shown with three women dancing on it. And the three women represent cycles. The cycles of life that we all go through, reminding us that everything that we experience comes and goes. There is a cyclical nature to our lives. So this is just a reminder at this time that even if what I'm saying right now is not necessarily 100% resonating with you. Remember that everything is a cycle. So there's a lot of Libras out there. So if what I'm saying right here, right now, as you are watching this at the end of August or the very beginning of September, if you're not in that place of celebrating, either you've already done your celebrating or you're moving into that place of celebration, right? That's what this cycle means. Okay. And you are also in this place of participation. This is a card of make sure that you are living in the present moment, that you are fully and completely experiencing what it is that's going on in and around you at this time. This means make sure that you are not, off distracted over here while your life is happening right here in front of you. Okay. This is a card of taking steps towards manifestation. So, when we go into different suits of the tarot, some of the suits are about the emotions, some are about the mental and the thoughts, some of these are about taking action. And the Four of Fire, or the suit of fire or wands, is about taking action. And so this Four of Wands is about, okay, you've done the necessary work to begin a new manifestation in your life, and you're on the verge of taking the steps towards actually bringing that into physical reality. And that requires your participation in the physical realm. You can't just sit around going, oh, yep, I'm manifesting something new. Yep, oh, yep, I want a new car. That's not reality. The reality is that if your intention is to manifest a new car, for example, and I'm just using this as an example, throwing it out there, if that's your intention, then you have to make sure that you have sufficient funds in order to be able to afford that new car. And then you actually have to narrow it down. What car do you want? Then you have to narrow it down. What color do you want? And then you actually have to do the physical work necessary, i.e., start your research and figure out where that car exists, right? It might be on your dream car, might be on the other side of the country from where you live. How are you going to get it to you? That's the legwork, that's the participation that you're going to need to do. It's the same thing when it comes to, for example, looking for a new job. You can't just sit there and go, I want a new job. It's not going to happen. What you actually need to do is get that resume out, get it dusted off, and get it out to people. Or if your intention is to start a new business, it's the same thing. You actually have to participate. Let's see what you are concentrating on or focusing on at this time. Oh, interesting. Okay, you have another four here. You have the Four of Pentacles coming out. You've got the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, and you've got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is in reverse. Okay, so the Page of Cups in reverse is an indication that there is something coming across your plate or coming into your realm that may seem like it's amazing and it's fantastic, but the reality is it's too good to be true. So heads up, Libras, if you are in this place of celebration and participation and something floats across your purview and into your realm and you're going, yeah, here it comes, and you're going, wait a minute, yeah, that might just be too good to be true. The Page of Cups in reverse is an indication that you may be being seduced. And, it's not just being seduced, because what I'm picking up for many of you is that this is about manifesting something physical into the 3D, whether it be additional money, a new job, like I said earlier, the example I gave, a new car, a big purchase. Like, you're trying to bring this towards you, and you're at that point where you're going to begin participating and actually manifesting it. And yet something that is too good to be true is going to slip into your awareness, and you are being given the heads up here. You have the King of Swords here as well. Now the King of Swords is the king who is most unemotional. out of all of the kings. He is extremely assertive, but he does so with absolutely no emotion. So in other words, when you are being seduced by something that is too good to be true, you might want to ask for some advice from friends or family, and the advice that you get is probably going to be very blunt and forthcoming. You have the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Swords can represent someone who's a little bit argumentative. Not surprising, if you ask for advice and it's extremely unemotional, that may come across as being um, someone who's just, they rub you the wrong way and there's some sandpaper there. So just be aware of that. But the Knight of Swords is also someone who takes control of a situation, right? They ride in on their white horse with their sword drawn, and they're ready to go to battle in order to fight for what they believe in and fight for what's right. Okay, so if you've got something coming in that's too good to be true and you ask someone for advice and they point it out and they confirm that it's too good to be true, you may be tempted to get on your white horse here, draw your sword, and try and prove to the other person that they shouldn't be in that position of perhaps presenting something that isn't as forthright as it could be. But the Four of Pentacles is coming in here. Now, the Four of Pentacles normally represents finding balance, and the Four of Pentacles is usually my budget card, right? It's a card of make sure that you don't have more going out than what you have coming in, make sure that you're planning for the future, these types of things. And it can also indicate that it's time to let go of something, right? In this particular deck, my Osho Zen deck, the Four of Pentacles is represented by the miser, and the miser is holding on to the past, and in so doing, is not able to fully participate and celebrate in her life at this time. And so putting all of this together as to what you're focusing on, you are focusing on manifesting something new and bringing it into reality and with this participation card. But the universe is throwing a few curveballs at you right now, Libra, in that they're testing you and testing your resolve. Like I said, everything's a cycle, right? And so they're testing you and testing your resolve as to what you can be tempted by with this Page of Cups in reverse. They are encouraging you to make sure that you are keeping your friends close and asking for advice, even if the advice sometimes is something that you don't want to hear. Even if it's going to be difficult to hear. And this, what I'm picking up is this Knight of Swords coming in here is you wanting to balance the scales of justice, you wanting to make sure that the other person knows, whoever this, temptation was, this too good to be true, potentially indicating there might be like a shyster or someone like that who's not being forthwith with you, um, and you're tempted to get up on your white horse right now and just say no, like this, and it's like you're wanting to be justice right now, and the cards are not indicating that you should be justice. The cards are indicating that you need to temper your next steps forward with some balance here with this four. Like I said, it's normally about balancing budgets, but it can also indicate like creating a balance in your life. Let's have a look at what is challenging you. Yeah, so what is challenging you right now? You have the White Witch here. The White Witch is all about being the light, and yeah, that corresponds with what I was just saying with this Knight of Swords here, where you feel like you want to be the person to ride in on your a high horse and let people know that what they're doing is morally or ethically wrong, and you want to do that. And this card in your difficult influences or challenges is indicating, you're bumping up against that at this time, Libra. And the other thing is you have connect with emotions, right? When we want to make a big decision, we do need to connect with our emotions. And as well, if we are getting advice that may be extremely unemotional here with this King of Swords, we ourselves need to tap into our emotions when that happens, because that can be very triggering for many of us. When you get advice that it seems like the other person doesn't care because their emotions are not involved in it, we sometimes need to tap into our own emotions. What I'm picking up for this card for you intuitively and psychically, Libra, is that there's shadow work coming up for you with these cards being in your focus, this page and Knight and King, Page of Cups in reverse, and these Knight and King of Swords, that, and then this emotion, connect with your emotions card coming up in your challenges. Intuitively, psychically, this is telling me that there is shadow work for you to be doing in the first half of September, Libra. Now, for some people, they fully embrace shadow work and go, yes, because there's stuff that I know I need to let go of. It's not serving me. And other people, they shy away from shadow work. And yet, you've got the participation card. When you participate in your life fully and completely, whether that be participating in the manifestation, participating in the shadow work, the more quickly things will move along. Messages you need to hear at this time. Your thoughts create your reality. Okay. And I think for anyone who is watching this, any of us who are embracing the unseen and the ethereal realm and the energies within that realm that have the ability and capacity to help us and guide us, I think all of us already know our thoughts create our reality. Everything is energy. Everything starts with a thought. Thoughts are energy. Energy gets transmuted. I mean, there's so many things I could say on this, Libra, but I don't think I need to expound on it any further. Your thoughts create your reality. So if you are in this place over here, I'm going back to these cards again. If you're in this place of needing to put someone else in their place or make it seem like if you are playing the role of the martyr, it's martyrs don't generally have positive outcomes. So your thoughts create your realities. Learn from your mistakes is the next card in your messages you need to hear, and make each day count. Make each day count. You have another card in your reading that confirms this card for you, Libra. Participation. Live in the present moment. Fully and completely participate in what's going on in your life. And now you have your reminder or double confirmation. Make each day count. Let's move into unexpected. Okay. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is all about do more research and ask for more advice before moving on. This card may indicate that as you are participating fully and completely in your life, and as you are dealing with temptation and unemotional advice on your new endeavor and dealing with some shadow work here, the Eight of Autumn appears in your unexpected, and the Eight of Autumn is the card of seek additional information before moving on. This may come in the form of school, a seminar, a class, advice, and so on. You have the Two of Autumn coming in as well. The Two of Autumn indicates that you are going to be presented with a choice or a decision that you need to make, specifically relating to your current manifestation. And you have the Queen of Summer here. Queen of Summer, she actually corresponds to this water guardian that's in your challenges. Queen of Summer is all about getting in touch with your emotions and your intuition. And when you're making decisions, make those decisions from a very emotional place. Let's move into your final general overall outcome. You have another queen. Yeah, you have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands represents sharing. Queen of Wands is the queen of action. She is a queen of, I am the powerful divine feminine, and I make things happen. Okay, you have the honeybee here in your final general overall outcome. This is an indication that community is going to be really important to you come the middle of September, or by the middle of September, Libra. Community is going to be really important to you. And I can't stress this enough. Where was I going with this? Connecting with your emotions, doing your shadow work is all important, but you've got cards here saying ask for advice. You're going to be given advice. Your thoughts create your reality. And then you had another card here, yes, the Eight of Autumn, about asking for advice and guidance. The community or honeybee card is an indication that in order for you to fully move into this next phase, into this participation of this new manifestation that you're creating, like I said, this new manifestation that you're creating is physical, it's palpable, it's something that you are working towards bringing into the 3D. This is not about you ascending into 5D or anything like that. It's not metaphysical. It is something that you're working on creating for yourself and your family. And you are going to need help with that eventually. And you have the cedar tree in your final general overall outcome. What this card is telling me is that you're in a place now where, that's why the White Witch came up. The White Witch is be the light. In other words, step up and step into the role of being a mentor for others. And the cedar tree is indicating that you now have the wisdom necessary to be able to step up and step into that role in the community setting. And as I mentioned, you have the Four of Pentacles that came up here. And the Four of Pentacles is about creating balance. And I just want to close off your reading, Libra, by saying what I'm seeing here for you is that you're bringing something new into your realm. You are going to have to ask for advice, as well as take advice, as well as give advice in the coming days. All right, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed this and if this resonated deeply, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a like. And please allow me the honor of doing your next reading in the middle of September. Take care, everyone.